everywhere you turn now, there's someone who's depressed. There's someone who is having anxiety, depression, just all these mental illnesses. And I'm just wondering what went wrong with our society? What is it that's happening? What's the pressure? Is it social media that now we have this platform that's enabling us to compare ourselves to everyone else? So now you're thinking, me, it's my life that's messed up. What are your thoughts on that?
If I can quote Sylvia back to her, she said it's all in the mind.
Yes.
It's a matter of what you're thinking.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So let's say if you see yourself and then you compare yourself with your environment and you feel like, I'm not yet there.
Yes.
I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Then the pressure of the societal standards start to kick in. The pressure of performance starts to kick in.
Yeah.
The pressure of finance starts to kick in.
True.
So you feel so many things all at once.
Yeah.
Then it feels like it's an overload of a socket. You just want to blow up.
Yeah.
Exactly. I could say the thing is, if you ever feel like that, take a step back. Look at where you are in life. Ask yourself, okay, so I'm here. I've done this, that. This is my past. This is my present. Where do I want my future to be?
Yeah.
Because if you set your own standards and you don't compare yourself with society, it's going to really help you out a lot.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, let's say in my case, let's say if I was to compare myself with my peers, there's this pressure of this bikini bodies.
Yes.
There's the pressure of the makeup. There's the pressure of the very rich boyfriends.
Relationship goals.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if I was to push myself to that point, I think I would have blown up by now.
That's true.
It gets to a point you just step back. You're like, okay, this is what I can achieve. This is all the energy I have for this.
Yes.
So you just stick to your own kind of levels. Set the rules for yourself.
That's true.
Don't let somebody determine where you should be, what you should be doing.
Yeah.
Who you should be. Exactly.
That's true. Because I do agree with you. Because I mean, what I think is happening is we place so much pressure on ourselves, or we allow society to place so much pressure on us, where you're like, by 30 you should have, you should be married, you should have kids. You should be stable, your
driving this car.
You should have figured out everything,
Exactly.
by 30. But truth be told, if you do read stories of guys who've made it legitly, so that guys who've actually gone through the struggle of building and growing, it's gradual, and some start to make it at 40, at 50. In fact, my mom-in-law usually says, people, why you guys pressure yourself? People make it at 40, people make it at 50. If you look at CEOs like KFC, we were actually talking about this a few weeks ago. KFC CEO, KFC just came up, and I mean, the guy was old. He wasn't young. But us guys want to make it now, want our billions now.
To shoot to success.
Yeah, and we've put so much pressure on ourselves. But what interests me most, or what's baffling me with, even for parents, or even for morale, I would imagine, and I wish I had a chance to have a conversation with her, because you would imagine that maybe having kids would make you feel like, okay, maybe let me just stay for the children. But it gets so bad that even that's not enough,
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
It could be possible where you find, you feel like the kids you have are your last hope.
Yeah.
It's the last string before it breaks. So you find, let's say in my case, my mom is a single mom.
Yes.
We're all 4 girls, and then I'm the last one.
Okay.
Say my mom was going through depression.
Yes.
And none of us is noticing it. It will get to a point she feels like, you know what? You guys are grown up enough.
Yeah.
You're all above 18. This is Kenya. You know how it looks like. You know how life is. Okay, now. Okay,
Yeah.
bye now. But then let's say if what goes on in my family, we're all together. The times we come together, we talk, we communicate as a family.
Yeah.
So you feel like you don't feel left out as such. So if there's that reach out,
Yeah.
it gives you a bit of hope every day, every day. Like let's say sometimes we'd have fights with my mom. 6 months on, we're not talking, just silent treatment in the house.
6 months?
6
girl,
months.
Come on, Sally. That's silent treatment.
That's not right now. I'm talking about back in the days when we had those fights.
I'm just saying,
so you find 6 months, we're just passing her in the house.
Yeah.
Just not even high, just like eye contact, just that. But then you find after those 6 months, now it's a 7 month, okay, now this is too much, let's talk.